sitting pose. And we're going to take it from beginners all the way through to as far as we can get it. So once we've done one foot with our fingers to our toes, we're going to take our fingers and we're going to slide them down our fascia. So we're going to warm this fascia up as well. Good. So we're taking our fingers, for those of you who haven't done this one before, we've got a bridge here across the centre of our foot. You'll find there's a bony bit here. And we're going to take our finger and we're going to press it from that bone in between the bones of our toes. So we're trying to get this soft tissue that lies between the bones. And we can move our finger like a little caterpillar, like pressing down as it goes, or we can just slide it along. So you can pick which one you want to do. I quite like a mixture. Good. So as we're going to be sitting for today's class, if you know that you need a block to sit on, or if you're not sure if you need a block or a cushion, grab one, because we're going to go through the sitting pose properly. Once you've done in between the toes, then you're going to release that and go to the other side. And if you need a chair, you can use a chair, because we're going to be sitting for the most of the class. And we're going to mobilise this other foot. If you think that you need a wall behind you or something behind you, make sure you're organised for that too. So mobilising the other foot, fingers through your toes. Morning everyone. Brilliant. And then once you've warmed that up, you can take your finger and do your little caterpillar here through our toes. Good. Excellent. Morning, everyone. And just allowing this foot to wake up a little. Allowing the fascia to release if it's tight. Perfect. Good. Just take your time with this, because we have time. Okay, once you've finished doing that with your toes, you're going to come to a sitting position to start. And we're just going to do a nice breath warm up to start with. So we don't have to be all action with our pose yet. So you can either come to sitting cross-legged, and we're going to do a mixture of legs today, unless you really can't sit cross-legged, and that's also fine. Or you can have your legs out in front of you for this first bit, or you can have your legs in a little mini kind of unsquashed diamond, lengthened diamond position. Okay, so you pick where you want to be, just nice and relaxed just now. The only things to think about, because we are working with breath, is to make sure your sit bones are directly underneath you. We'll talk about that in more detail in a bit, so just roughly underneath you for this, and ribcage directly over the top of your pelvis. So just checking it and making sure you're not flaring forwards or flaring backwards with your ribcage. Okay, from here we're going to look at some box breathing to warm ourselves up. And we're going to start just with the box breathing. So you're going to breathe, inhale into the sides of your ribs, the back of your ribs, and a little bit into the sternum here. So think about the sternum moving up towards the underside of your chin and not pressing out in front. It's the way we've done when we've done breath work stuff. So you can have your hands around your ribcage, hands by your side, whatever you like to do. We're going to do inhaling for 4, pausing for 4, exhaling for 4. And we're going to go through this 3 times like this, just to warm up to start with. So, ready to inhale? Let's begin. In, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Pause. 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Pause. 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Pause. 2, 3, 4. And back to your own natural cadence for a moment. So next what I'd like us to do is we're going to focus on just giving our pelvic floor a little bit of a warm up. So I'd like you to visualise your pelvic floor and think about that area between your sit bones, between your coccyx and your pubic symphysis, that whole space. Now you can imagine it like a rose bud to start, or a flower bud. And as we do that first inhale for 4, you're going to release it. You're going to hold it in that kind of position, which is like an extended position, but if we think about it, opening is a good way to think about it. And then we're going to exhale, and as we exhale, it's just going to come back to a nice gentle resting place. So you can think about a flower opening, you can think about an eyelid opening and closing, you can think about any of the myriad of things we've talked about in the past, or something that you have. And I think that the majority of you know that I think about chocolate melting and then coming back together, but you can have your own thing. So we're going to inhale, open, pause for 4, exhale, draw back into the centre. Good, ready to inhale then. In, 2, 3, pause. 3, 2, 1. Out, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Back to your own natural cadence. Don't know what happened to my counting there, it just went a bit mental. Okay, so we're going to start with the pose itself. So if you're comfortable, let's start with one that I know that everybody's comfortable with. So let's not start with cross-legged for our first one today. We are going to start with our legs out in front of us. So with our legs out in front of us, we're going to have our legs hip distance apart. Excellent. We're just all going to start with this one, and then I'll bring you to cross-legged and people can stay in this one if they want to. Our legs are long, so you can choose where it feels the most comfortable for you. The first thing we're going to do is make sure we're sitting on our sit bones. So moving our muscle out of the way, sit right on the top of your sit bones. So you really feel them underneath you. Good. Then next thing we're going to do is just rock forwards and then rock back a little on the top of those sit bones. That's better for me. I was like that, that's too far forward. So rocking backwards and forwards so you can find that you're right on the top. And next I want you to think about left and right. So I'd like you to rock sideways, over and over, and just a couple of times so you can find that you're right in the centre. Good. Now you found that position. We are going to think about our feet, and we're going to come back to our ribs in a minute. So, and our legs. So you can either have your legs a little bit more bent, but not really bent all the way up here, because otherwise there's no space to breathe. You can have them much longer if it feels more comfortable for you, as long as you have a little bend in the knee. So there needs to be a little bend or softness in the knee. I mean, they can be almost straight, but the knees cannot be locked out. We want to dorsiflex at the ankles, keeping the heels on the floor. I'd like you to make sure your legs are hip distance apart. Now feet, I'd like you to make sure your second toe is in line with your knee, or as roughly as you can get. So we make sure they're not just falling out towards the side or falling in the way, because that's going to affect your pelvic floor. Now I'd like you to make sure your feet are pressing gently into the floor, your heels. And I'd like you to feel like you want to draw your heels back towards your sit bones. So you're creating an active stretch between the heel here and your sit bones here. Excellent. Now for a little added extra, because this pose allows it, you can, if it's not a cue too far, you can think about holding a little ball between your thighs here. And so what that does is it switches on your adductors a little bit more. Good. But if that's a cue too far and the others were enough, then that's fine. Keep it there. So now ribcage is going to be directly over our pelvis. So you can bring your hands and you can get your ribcage so it's directly over your pelvis, making sure you're not bringing forwards or backwards. Perfect. And then we're going to listen to a conversation behind us, or draw your ears back so that they're directly over your shoulders, chin horizontal to the floor, eyes gazing straight ahead. Okay, now for this first one, now we're all lined up. For this first one, we're going to take our hands out towards the side, palms face forwards, and we're going to reach out through the little fingers towards the floor. Okay, we're going to add a little bit of extra activation into this area here underneath our armpits for our breathing for this one. Make sure you can see your fingertips in your peripheral vision and your arms are a little bit lax, so we're not hyperextending through them. Okay, ready to inhale? As we inhale, I would like you to think about your ribcage creating loads of space. As you exhale, I'd like you to think about your armpits just gently drawing down towards your hips, just so we get a little bit more engagement. Okay, so inhale, open the ribs, ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Widen your ribs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, take your hands to a T. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your ribs. 2, 3, armpits. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, reach out through your little fingers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Widen your ribs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to take your hands up to a higher V. We want to make sure, so as we move our hands up, we can keep our ribcage where it is directly over our pelvis. I'd like you to feel like you're reaching from the opposite buttock up to the hand. So each time you exhale, I'd like you to feel like you're almost pulling your bottom up through your fingertips. Ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Widen your ribs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here. Exhale, give it a shake off. So, the other leg position that we can be in, which is another alternative position if you don't like cross-legged too much, is to bring your knees together, feet together. And we're just going to run through this one. So knees together, feet together. A little bend in your knees, not a massive bend. Then we keep our heels together, dropping our feet out towards the sides. And we keep this diamond shape. So we don't want a little swished up diamond. We want a nice long diamond. Okay, now from here, dorsiflexing. Pressing the heels into the floor, pulling the heels back towards our sit bones. Knees out towards the side. Again, we can increase the tension a little by thinking about wanting to draw our thighs in towards each other. So we're increasing the stretch. But if that, again, is a cue too far, that's fine. Just keep that one out of it. So stretching our hands out towards the side, palms face forwards again. Checking in with your rib cage, checking in with your chin. Rotate your wrist, your elbow and your shoulder and bring your hands into first position and place them on your thighs. Now we want to make sure when we place our hands on our thighs, we don't just relax our hands down. We're still keeping this extension in the wrist that you can see hopefully here. And so we're just pressing the heel of our hands gently into our legs. At the same time, you can press your legs gently into your hands. And we get that extra activation easily. 3 breaths here in an apnea. Ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, lengthen your spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, gaze straight ahead. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Widen your ribs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here. Okay, the third pose that we can do with our legs is to have our legs cross-legged. So if you're not comfortable cross-legged, then pick one of the other ones and just stick with that just now. If you are comfortable cross-legged, you're going to come to a cross-legged position. Again, when we cross our legs, we want to dorsiflex them at the ankles. We want to make sure we're still sitting on our sit bones like all the other ones and that our rib cage is directly over the top of our pelvis. The extra activation of the legs, but again, if it's a cue too far, leave it out, is to think about the feet slowly wanting to uncross. So you're just at the moment just before you're actually going to move your legs. So just that moment just before, but that's only if that's not a cue too far, because it's like an extra sub-cue. Okay, ribcage directly over your pelvis, chin horizontal to the floor, stretch your hands out towards the side in a V, in a T, rotate the wrist first, so we create that stretch through the joints, and then your wrists, and then bend them and bring them into your first position. Well, second position, I mean, sorry. Nudging gently out through your elbows in this position, lengthening through your spine. Good. We want to make sure, so second position, that was my fault, so hands straight ahead. Make sure your fingers aren't too close in towards each other, because you'll start to feel a kind of shortening of the joint in the inside, but also a tightening across the sternum. So just make sure you've got just enough space. Ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Widen your ribs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here, exhale, shake it off. Okay, so we're going to move this on a little bit. So choosing whichever leg position you prefer the most, and that's where we're going to be. So from here, we're going to look at alternate arms. So we're going to look at what we're doing with our alternate arms. So we're going to have one hand, so we're going to take the left hand, we're going to internally rotate it and place it on our left thigh. Our right hand, we're going to move into our third position. We're going to do 3 breaths in apnea here. Now I'd like you to feel like this hand here is pulling from your bum and pushing up towards the ceiling. This hand here is pressing down into that thigh, and the thigh is pressing back up into this hand. Good. So we're really focusing on that stretch through the fascia. Nudging out through both your elbows, ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Widen your ribs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling here. As we exhale, we're going to move our hands and swap them over, but I'd like you to move them as if you're pushing through candy floss. So we're slowly moving them, so you keep that stretch through your body as you move, because we're going to use that in a minute. Pressing down through the right hand now, pushing away with the left, ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Widen your ribs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here. Exhale, bring it back down. So we're going to add a little bit more movement now. So as we inhale, we're going to bring our right hand up. As we exhale, we're going to bring it down. Same for the other hand, then both hands together. Remember, we're always moving through a little bit of resistance. So starting with the right hand, ready to inhale and move it. In, 2, 3, down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other hand, 2, 3, down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both hands, 2, 3, down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Widen your ribs as you move your hands for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here, exhale, release. So this time we're going to play around with our wrists a little. So we're going to come up on the inhale, down on the exhale, and then when we do our apnea, we're going to bring our hands up into our third position. Then we're going to widen it towards the side. We're going to rotate our wrists. We're going to rotate our wrists backwards. Then we're going to bring our middle finger to our thumb, and we're going to flex them. Yes. Good. So flex them back the way it was right before, Jill. Yep. Yes, perfect. Okay. So let's go for it. Hands on your thighs. Ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both hands, 2, 3, down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause. Widen your ribs as you move your hands up. All the way up, taking your time as you move them up, widening them to the side, rotating them round, flexing, middle finger to thumb, reaching from your buttocks on the opposite sides. Hold that apnea for as long as you can. When you need to inhale, inhale here, and exhale, release. Perfect, really nice. So we're going to do that slightly differently. So we're going to have our hands here in second position. We're going to inhale, open one, exhale, close it, inhale, open, exhale, close, both hands open, both hands close, apnea, opening, and this time we're going to extend our wrists. So we're going to take them so they go backwards when we do our apnea. Okay, so starting in our second position, one arm at a time, ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side, 2, 3, back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both sides, 2, 3, back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause. Widen your ribs. As you widen your ribs, opening your hands up. Extending your wrists backwards, holding for as long as is comfortable. So you want to make sure you're not locking your arms out, but you are pressing through the heels of your hands towards the sides like you're pushing 2 walls away. Good, release when you need to. Okay, so this time we are going to start with one side. So we're going to inhale, opening, exhale, closing. Inhale, open, exhale, close, apnea, opening. During the apnea, we're going to flex this one and extend the bottom one. And then hopefully during the same apnea, we're going to twist this one round to flexion and twist this one round to extension. Okay, I'll talk you through it as much as I can. Internally rotate these hands, ready to inhale into open fingers. In, 2, 3, down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause. Start widening your ribs as you open your hands up, extend the bottom, flex the top, then flex the bottom and extend the top. And keep going until you need to inhale. Keeping that apnea breath and trying to get as much movement in these arms as we can. When you need to inhale, release and inhale. Well done, nice long holds, guys. Let's do the other side, same thing. Internally rotated. Let's go for it. In, 2, 3, back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause. Widen your ribs as you open your hands up, flexing the top and extending the bottom. Then flexing the bottom and extending the top. Keep that apnea, keep those ribcage opening while you keep rotating through these hands. Good. And when you need to inhale, inhale here and exhale, release. You should feel like your shoulders have got a lovely workout now and all your nerves are working. Good. So we're going to do just a little bit of rotation for our final thing today. So we're going to take our ribcage. And we're going to make sure our pelvis stays nice and grounded on the floor. So we're going to make sure we're not lift. That means we're not going to lift one side of our pelvis off the floor as we rotate. We're going to have our hands around our ribcage to make it a little bit easier to feel what's happening. We're going to keep our chin and our face so they're directly over the centre of our breasts or our chest area. And as we inhale, we are going to rotate round towards one side. As we exhale, we're going to rotate ourselves back. So we're moving from the ribs, we're not trying to move the shoulders round, and we're not whipping the head round either. Okay, ready to inhale? Let's do it. We're going to the left first. So rotate, 2, 3, exhale back, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotate, 2, 3, back, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotate, 2, 3, back, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause, slowly widening your ribs. As you widen your ribs, you can rotate if you want to for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here, exhale, come back. It's much harder to rotate and widen at the same time. So if it felt weird, it will. So we're going to go the other way to even ourselves up. Ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, back, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, back, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, back, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause. Widen your ribs, or start widening your ribs and rotate, or widen your ribs first and then do a rotation. Feel what that feels like in your body. It feels really nice actually. Wait for me. When you need to inhale, inhale here and exhale, scoot yourself back round. Well done. So we're going to come to a supine position just to finish today. So lying on your backs. Good. Perfect. So you want to find your nice neutral pelvis. So finding your neutral pelvis. Then your ribcage nice and heavy on the floor, and the back of your head heavy on the floor too. And you want to have your feet also heavy on the floor. So everything is evenly weighted through your body towards the floor. Then from here we're going to dorsiflex at the ankles. Feel like we're squishing our marshmallows, drawing back with our heels, holding that little ball between our knees, internally rotating our hands into first. We're going to inhale, move our hands up above our head, exhale, bring them down. Ready to inhale here. In, 2, 3, down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause. Widen your ribs, and as you widen your ribs, moving your hands through 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here, exhale, bring your hands back down for our last one. This time we're going to try and hold our rib opening for a count of 16. If you can't, if you need to breathe before, please breathe before. It's just a challenge. So internally rotating these hands, same thing, movement first. Ready to inhale and move the arms. In, 2, 3, back, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, back, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, back, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause. Widen your ribs and move your hands for 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here, exhale, shake it off, bring your knees in towards your chest, hug them in there. Good. Take up a nice big breath as you stretch one leg out, especially if you've been sitting cross-legged. We want to really lengthen, but for all of them. And here you can do a little rotation of your ankle as well once you're up here. So you've got one leg in towards your chest, rotate that ankle, make sure you're still breathing. You can point the other foot because we've done a lot of flexion.
and then swap to the other side, same thing. Point the extended one, rotate the other one. Take some breaths while you're doing this, so don't hold your breath while you're thinking about like patting your head and rubbing your tummy like this. Good. And then just a nice big stretch out to finish.